aware of any medical issues.
Did the children head to the hospital as well?
No, nobody's been to the hospital yet. There's a helicopter evacuating them where they are. It would just be much easier than to ask them to walk back through the trails or walk back up the mountain. So the helicopter is going to take them to an area they have designated. EMS is standing by, so they'll be kind of triaged up there and determine whether or not somebody needs to go to the hospital. But we don't know of any injuries that we know of from our deputies who made contact with them on the ground.
And yesterday or Monday evening, they got that call around 6:50, but they had been lost for around 3 hours before that.
According to the one of the juveniles that called, he had about 4 minutes left on his phone, on his battery, and they talked to him for about 4%, not 4 minutes, but they talked to him for 10 or 12 minutes, trying to kind of tell dispatch where he was, and he was, very coherent. He knew kind of what was going on, but it wasn't enough for us to get a good location on where they were. We just knew they were somewhere up here in the Caesar's Head area, and we found the car, which led us to setting up a command post and kind of starting our search where we thought they started their hike.
And what type of terrain were they found in?
It's rough. It's Hurricane Helene. There's some trails there, some for more experienced hikers than others. Hurricane Helene turned over a bunch of trees that are still down there and covered a lot of those trails up. So there's some signs that are gone, some trails that are kind of covered and gone with leaves and debris and that kind of thing. And our deputies were working hard with the fire department and other search and rescue folks to search kind of grid by grid. And two groups came together and found the hikers kind of in the middle of them. Very thankful for that, but we didn't want to run the risk of trying to get them back out of there. It's very slick. The rain made it that much worse. From what I understand, they didn't even try to get a four-wheeler, an ATV down there. It was difficult.
Do you know of any details of their experience overnight and what they had to go through?
Not yet. We hadn't got to talk to them. We wanted to render aid to them and let EMS check them out. But we knew how important it was for y'all to get something. So we tried to do that maybe a little prematurely. But so we'll talk to the grandmother and the kids and figure out what they might have done last night.
And they've been reunited with family?
Yes, family's waiting for them up on top of the mountain there. So yeah.
So they're still down there waiting for the helicopter?
The helicopter's here and has removed them. From everything I heard as I pulled in here, everything's gone fine, and everybody should have made their reunion up there.
How much of an impact did the start and stop fog have on the search?
Obviously it affects drones, it affects the helicopter and those things, but on the ground, you still had deputies searching that area and trying to fight their way through a lot of trees and debris and those kind of things. So, it certainly slows you down. You can search a lot more area with drones and a helicopter. But the wind, rain, and the fog just wasn't going to allow that to happen this morning. It did throughout the night, but at some point we had to ground that.
You had a ton of help out here on top of the sheriff's office.
Absolutely. The Oconee County Sheriff's Office sent some folks over here from their search and rescue, very experienced. Pickens County called and offered to relieve them as we were kind of preparing to go through this night. The Greer Police Department called and offered assistance. Greenville City Police Department offered to send officers up here to help out. SLED, the Highway Patrol, the park rangers, the fire departments, multiple fire departments, emergency management here from Greenville County, just a number of folks that always step up and work together very well, train together very well. SC Hart, SC TAC, the National Guard. We had a lot of resources at our fingertips. Had the weather worked in our favor yesterday, we could have done some more stuff and throughout the night, but it worked out. So.
Thank you, Sheriff.
You welcome.
So
Thank
I
you.
have one more question for you. I know that no worries. I just came to my head as you're wrapping
Sorry.
up. This, like you said, this area has been a little affected by Helene, but people were still out here hiking when we first got here.
Sure.
In the area. Do you have anything to say to them? Maybe just kind of a word of caution.
Yeah. Keep your cell phones charged. Maybe carry even an external battery or charging device with you if you know you're going to be here. Carry some food, carry some water, bring your medicine, maybe a day's supply worth of medicine if you're diabetic or have any of those issues. Pack you a little go bag and come out of here and certainly enjoy the outdoors. But let somebody know where you're going and what time you expect to be back. You don't always have cell service up here. It's kind of spotty. It's hard to get to. But letting other people know where you are and what your plans are. Stop here and get a map so you know where you are. Talk to the park rangers and let them know what's the best trail, which way can I go. Talk to folks who do this all the time and find out what's the safest area for you to be in. And again, do you have kids? Do you have a stroller? Do you have whatever? Take all that into consideration.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Unwire you real quick.
Yeah.